Hello, folks, and welcome to Elliott Wave Analysis of Natural Gas. This is an overview, part two of the correction here, the overview that I'd like to go over to kind of understand where the origin of the price action we're experiencing right now. And the date today is September 11th, 2022. So, I've figured out here after in the previous video here, having determined wave one, okay, and having a leading diagonal come into wave C, where wave one of that leading diagonal was the elongated or extended wave, was the longer one of the three impulse waves. So this, you can fib it out for yourself. If I go into that, we're going to end up spending way too much time, but having to change time frames and such. This is the daily that we're looking at, and I know this just looks like a nice bowl kind of toothy looking thing or a toothy grin, but what it is the market maker's attempt to conceal and show a very difficult wave count going forward to make it difficult for traders to follow along here. So if we go A from this, just bring it in a little bit. If we go A from this leading diagonal into a very obscure looking B, this is a B. You can bring it down to a 15 or an hourly minute or hourly or 15-minute chart. And then C with this gap just goes in here. You can't really count 5 waves in a gap. That's just the way it is. And then the gap closure starting with wave one over here. Wave one also, this looks to be another leading diagonal, which is totally typical and not completely symmetrical like a textbook example. This is a field example. And we see that we're not going to get wave 5 all the way up over here. But if you were to break down some of these waves into smaller time frames and fib them out, you are going to determine that wave 3 does hit. This wave 3 over here is going to, I'm just going to get rid of this purple one here, the pink one. It is going to show you that it does hit a 3.618 wave extension. I just haven't included it here because I'm going to end up getting lost in it. But I will try and do one example here for you very quickly so we can get on to where we're at. I don't want to bring this on too long, so let's just say that this was wave 1 right here. Okay, and lo and behold, 2.618. Here's wave 3 of wave 1. So 1, 2, 3. This 3 doesn't hit, and this 5 doesn't hit, but we're going to call this all of wave 1. Now, ABC, and I don't like how that's represented. What kind of English is that? On the right side. Thank you. Yeah, investing.com has just decided here in the last 2 videos that I've tried to create and upload, have not had any success. Has added the numbers here of the levels and prices for our convenience. Once again, usually they don't provide that on Sundays, but or on the weekends. So we go up over here, which we've done with this fib tool, with this fib drawn out. We come to 1 or 3, almost extending to 1 from this large wave. But that's not actually, this is to be ignored. Okay, this is wave 3. This wave 1 is down here. Okay, wave 1 is down here, and this is 3, because this is some other wave that they tried to obscure the count with. This is wave 3, wave 4 over here, and wave 5, the completion of this high. Okay, so you'd have to call this wave 1 of the previous one, and this wave 5. It's and like I said, another leading diagonal that's not symmetrical, used to obscure the count. Now, I've already spent 5 minutes on that. Let's just quickly go into an ABC on the next move, and it's all going to make sense here. A, B, and a short C, if that's what that is. But I doubt that that's what that is, because this C is higher, and it's possible you're allowed to do that. The C is greater than this low, which is 2.453, is not as low as 2.422. So we're going to bring this back up over here. You can fib it out. This is, a daily chart again. You probably count 1 through 5 here, and your ABC to deduce B, and then another 1 through 5, which looks to be an equidistant. Both A and C are around the equal price range difference. Okay, so having deduced that, okay, now we've accomplished that. Now I think this one here is going to be 1 and 2 of the initial 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just some minor price action. Also, you can always make money from that. So long as it's moving, you're going to make the money. 422, and this high here is 268, and the low over here is going to be 453. Pretty close. Okay, now we come along here. Where do we end up? If this is 1, 2, 3, look at that. 3, 4, 5 before we hit another correction, right? So what we see here, what I'm trying to tell you here, is if that's wave 3, is this wave 5? Okay, we're already 7 minutes into the video here, so what I normally like to do is just quickly clone this, take the low, whatever it was over here, okay, wherever we determine wave 3 to be, right in this area, and then take the next low after that. Now, let's get our numbers right. And wave C over here, this one here was 253, that's on the money. This high over here was 150, and the low over here was 832. Now let's have a look-see which extension matches to give us, and look at that. Look at what do we got here? 368. Sometimes it's not always completely clear, but that is a big gargantuan move up, and I'm going to just label this here right now, and we'll pick it may not be your typical wave extension number, but we are going to find that out here right now. So we're going to go back to, so 1, 2, saw that this is 3, 4. We could call this 5. Let's just do that for now. But this wave 5 had extended to the point where it's off into space. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring this over here, like what was this number again here? 832. Okay. And we've determined that much. Now, I'm already getting into 10 minutes of this video, and I don't think that likes much more than 12. So I'm going to pause it here, and we'll see you in the next video.